I will never copyright a reaction channel. I will never, ever strike down a compilation of me because I don't care.
Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. Woof. If you need a life update, check out the last episode. Check out the last video I just posted because, well, it just ended up being all about me, which I kind of make all the videos about me anyway, but um yeah, it's strict. There's no Amberlynn in the last video because my audio just didn't record. I have double and triple checked though now that it works. My audio levels might be off, so it is what it is. I'm not fussing with it, but it's definitely recording. So yeah, if you need a life update, check the last episode. I had a nice cleansing laugh cry, and now I'm feeling refreshed and ready to react to this girl. Unfortunately, I am not going to be reacting to the video I just reacted to, her weekly vlog from last week. Because that shit was torture, okay? I'm not redoing that. It was 2 hours of footage. I'm just not doing that. So we just have to mourn. We just have to mourn that and move forward. So luckily, this next video looks like it's only 9 minutes long. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'm unprepared once again. It's called I Need to Make Something Very Clear. Weigh in episode 3. Okay. So yeah, it's only 9 minutes. So gives me a little bit of a break, but at least I'll get something out today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my last video. If you even care about having an update about me. um, but also like for a second I was like, "Oh my god, I'm like Amber. I'm posting my crash out on the internet." But um but it's so different. I feel like you guys I was like, "You know what? I should just post this so everyone knows what's up with me because I know some of you are invested in like me as a person." So, um yeah, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, like I'm okay. But I hope maybe it makes any of you feel a little bit less alone. Like sometimes adulting just really sucks and it's hard to keep up with and um like a lot of people like to act like their lives are perfect and everything's so easy or whatever, but sometimes you just got to crash out, you know what I'm saying? Have a little laugh cry. Sometimes your heater, your boiler is broken, okay? You don't have hot water and then you record a 2-hour video and the audio doesn't record. And sometimes you just need to laugh cry about it and get right back up. So that's what we're doing today. And so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy. Thanks for sticking around and coming back. Yeah, let's get right into it.
Hello, hello. Welcome to a new weigh-in
Hey.
video, number 3 to be exact. Today is April 8th on a Tuesday. So in the beginning of my weigh-in video,
The scale going up on a Tuesday. Oh God. Should I start over? Why did she kind of say it like that though? Um, okay, let's let this girl get 30 seconds in.
I answer 5 questions that you guys have asked me on Instagram, so let's get into it. Did you come up with the food for thought questions that you ask yourself at the end of your what I ate today videos?
Oh my God. I mean, what is cue her showing the camera her fans' Instagram messages? Like, all right. What is this? Wait, I thought this was a weigh-in. What are we? Okay.
Yes, I did. I really love doing stuff like that. Like, my dream still is to come out with a guided journal. I think that would be so freaking awesome. I love to not only answer questions, but I love to ask them as well. Why don't you
What makes her qualified to do that? The fuck? Like, hello? Let's let's like have 2 more therapy sessions maybe before we start making guided journaling books. I don't know. Because nothing says qualified self not me. Not me stuttering mid roast. Anyway, what I was gonna say was nothing says qualified self-help guru like a 500-pound woman who hasn't figured out how to drink water. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And the journal says like has like a place for you to tally how many water bottles you've drank today. Okay.
Count the food that you have out as ordering takeout. Because this specific goal was about my relationship with ordering takeout food. It has honestly been a very, very, very bad habit that I have dealt with every day for years.
A habit? Okay. Unlocking your phone, opening up the Uber Eats app, scrolling through, choosing what you want, adding a bunch of things to your cart, making checking all the information, adding a tip, and then ordering. That's a like hello, you didn't just do it on accident. Like you have to make like a conscious effort to do that. So, a bad habit, like I guess you could maybe call it that, but I don't know. That's just it just kind of seems like you're pushing off the blame. Like, oh, it's just a bad habit. Like, okay.
Have relied on it for convenience, out of boredom, just because I wanted to.
Boredom is crazy. Like it's an iPhone game. Hello?
I was too lazy to cook. And these are all the things that I am trying to actively work on. And going to have a meal with my mom at bingo, or if we go out to eat, I would still, for my other meal, come home and order takeout. Like, Uber has just been like one of my worst habits, like truly one of my very worst habits. So this goal was for me to improve in that. Going out and having a meal at bingo or having a meal wherever with my mom, that's about like connection and spending time. While Uber was definitely not about that.
Huh? What? Oh my god, look at Twink. Look at the side eye. Even Twink was like, girl, what? Look at Twink. Wait, I need to. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I totally glitched out. I'm not used to this keyboard, so I like couldn't remember how to take a screenshot. The fuck? Okay. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. Like, I'm sorry. Wait, she was talking about ordering Uber is different than if she goes out with like her mom or something. Well, yeah, but that's because you can like over order. You can order the whole menu on Uber. You still like she does like to act dainty when she's with her mom. I just couldn't. How many times she's like, I couldn't finish it. Okay. Okay. And how she was like, I always give my leftovers to my mom. I feel like she told us that in one of her videos, and like while she was telling us, she was like, yeah, I just always give my leftovers to my mom. She looked so defeated while she was telling us that. I gotta figure out what vlog it is. I just remember thinking it's painful for her to say this. I feel like she one time gave her leftovers to her mom and made some comment like to make herself seem dainty, like I'm not even gonna eat it, and then felt pressured to give her mom her leftovers every other time. That's my theory, at least. I think she just feels pressure now. So she probably comes home so she can just eat as much as she possibly can because she doesn't eat that much when she's out with her mom. Just a theory, though.
While Uber was definitely not about that. Uber was about convenience and the fact that I'm lazy and the fact that I'm addicted to ordering takeout from my app, having it delivered to my home.
Hey, step one, admit you have a problem, right? Right from the horse's mouth. She's lazy and addicted to convenience and the food and everything. Why haven't we deleted the damn app? It's just crazy to me she can't go 3 days out of the week she still gets takeout. You need that?
The problem I'm actively targeting is stopping that, or at least lessening it drastically. I'm not gonna sit here and take away having a meal with my mom at bingo because that's not the issue. That's not what's gonna make me gain weight. That's not what's causing laziness. And
Okay. Right. Okay. So 3,000 calorie Cheesecake Factory is fine if it's shared with mommy at bingo. um, I guess after bingo. I mean, I wouldn't put it beside her to bring her own takeout into bingo. But she does like her bingo food.
And it's never out of boredom. I'm not trying to overhaul everything in my whole life and just wake up overnight and be like, I cannot even eat out. I cannot eat with my mom at bingo. Nope, not allowed. So my goal was to pick something that is like drastically making it to where I don't reach my goals at all. And that is what I'm targeting, like mentally and emotionally. Ordering takeout from my Uber Eats and having it delivered to me daily for years and years, sometimes twice a day, is very unhealthy.
Girl, we know it was 3 times a day. You've said this before. I know you're trying to big brother us, you're trying to rewrite history, but we know it was 3 times a day.
That is what is ultimately holding me back the most. Will you start a GoFundMe for us?
Okay. Sure. I mean, kind of like no, I hate to compare her to like a drug addict, but she really does need to lose ways of like acquiring food. You know? Does that make sense? Like she needs to delete Uber Eats. She needs not to have that convenience. So, I still don't even agree with her even having that on her phone. And like Uber Eats isn't about connection. Yeah, it's about cholesterol, babe. We've got to delete it. Okay? And like Amber going on this TED Talk about how like intention makes a difference with like takeout and stuff. Just to try to explain how she's emotionally valid, like having to bring that up is just manipulative to me. Obviously, there's going to be like an emotional and a mental kind of aspect to everything you do in regards to your weight, but we must stop bringing that up because it's giving excuse. Again, something that you should bring up into therapy and then draw a line in the sand. Like, you shouldn't have to bring that up to us because it's giving excuses. And also, like, whatever. She really thinks that, like, giving her mom her leftovers when she's out is, like, dieting. Like, girl, portion control by proxy is not a diet plan, but whatever. We need to delete that Uber app.
Supporters to help you go to inpatient? Absolutely not. I would never in my life start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, no, because she knows she couldn't live that one down. We would never allow it. That's a stupid fucking question. Sorry if that was you. Sorry if that was you. We would never allow that. This girl, sorry, that was my chair. This girl makes more money than a lot of us watching. You're not getting a penny from me. Hell no. Honestly, like Salty Crab is really doing the Lord's work with paying for that membership because literally nobody else is doing that, are they? Like what other reaction channel pays for the membership?
There's like multiple reasons for that, but the biggest one is like, I don't want other people to use their money for something that I should be saving for myself. If you want to donate to someone, donate to a cause or a person that actually genuinely needs that money. How do
But I thought that you couldn't afford it. I thought you need the money to go to inpatient. I thought you can like girl, she frustrates me to no end. Okay, well then how's your savings going? How's the savings going? Hello? Also, like, I'd never start a GoFundMe. It's mainly because she knows we'd rip her apart for it, but like, give it time, girl. Your answer might change. Once reaction channels stop covering you and your views are low. Maybe then you'll relate to Beck a bit more instead of shaming them for going to YouTube for some money. You know what I'm saying?
you feel about fat jokes? So I make a lot of fat jokes about myself. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I do. And that is something I've always done. I've had a couple people in my life who didn't like it. They didn't like hearing me do it.
Yeah, because it's awkward and you're not funny. Period.
They thought I was being rude to myself. I've had cancer, so if I want to make a uterine cancer joke, I'm allowed to do it because I suffered through it. Or if I want to make a foster care joke, or just anything that is like something that happened to me or is me.
Okay, then make it funny. Okay. Make it funny, girl. I'm not laughing. Hello?
I feel like I'm allowed to do that, but if I see like a skinny person make a fat joke, or if I hear someone who's never had cancer make a cancer joke, it's like, bro, you don't have the right to do that. So that I don't think is okay. Why did you say?
Oh, whatever. Whatever. I thought that, you know all about nuance. Don't you get that some things are nuanced, Amberlynn? For instance, maybe you can make a fat joke when it's about somebody who is a horrible, horrible person, selfish, narcissistic, I'll just say it, manipulates and abuses other people, is a liar. Like, oh, you guys, a big reason why I was so upset that my last video the audio didn't record because I spent 2 hours of my life basically for nothing, that just sucks. But also because I had a really, like, something changed. Something has changed within me. My wicked moment. Something changed within me, okay? When I watched her clip about Erica's wife, her rubbing it in Erica's wife. Why I don't know her name, y'all. I'm not that deep in the lore. I'm not super familiar with all that. But rubbing it in her face, all those text messages and her tone. Sorry that what did she say? It was something I mean, I lingered on that for so long. It changed. I didn't think I could dislike Amberlynn more than after watching that segment in her last vlog. I just was disgusted. I couldn't believe it. Which it takes a lot for Amber to shock me these days. But the way that she spoke to Erica's wife in that video was foul behavior. She is the devil. Who the fuck speaks to somebody like that? You're just upset because your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Hello? Because your wife? Like, what? I don't even remember exactly what she said. I'm not even going to go back. I can't because that was so disgusting. Her true colors really showed in that video. And so, yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I didn't think I could dislike her even more. I really don't like this, but she is nasty. And then wants to act like all enlightened and all sweet and whatever. You don't care if people donate to people's GoFundMes that actually need it. You don't care. Please. You're just trying to save face. You're just trying to say whatever you need to say so that the reaction channels don't have anything to go off of. And unless you give them some sort of ammunition. It's like you're just making these official statements to try to, like, save your reputation, question mark. Like, and I've said this in the past, you don't have any sort of reputation to protect. You just don't. There's nothing to fix here. There's nothing to defend. You know, and especially for somebody who says they don't care about what other people think, you don't care, blah, blah. You sure seem to. Well, then why don't you just let your followers enable you and just turn everybody else off? Stop watching I mean, it always comes back to this. Every video that I make, it always comes back to you just gotta log the fuck off. Day 12,000 of me asking you to log the fuck off, Amberlynn. Like, record your vlog, upload it, close the laptop, waddle away. For real. It's exhausting me. Like, I'm tired of these title cards with these bullshit questions that nobody cares about. Okay. What's the next one? Why did you say no to an ice cream cone with your mom if you allow yourself to eat those things? Anyway, literally the day before you had that whole pint of ice cream. Oh, by the way, I was out to brunch with my boyfriend and we were like, there's an ice cream place down the street. So we walked down to get like a little cup of ice cream, and it was that Ginny's ice cream shit. It was like it was like a pop-up. I don't know. I guess they have their own like storefront. But I got this like tropical ice cream. It was really good. Um, and I got to see, yeah, all the pints of ice cream in question, infamous by Amberlynn. And thank God I had done my research, so I knew just to get one scoop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have 1,200 calories of ice cream at once. But everything in moderation, right? Moderation queen. I can't wait to see how much she weighs.
To having an ice cream cone with your mom if you allow yourself to eat those things anyway. Because I hadn't even ate that day, so I know if I
hadn't even ate that day. First and foremost, like I know that it's eaten. I'm not the first person to bring this up. I know everyone talks differently, blah blah blah, but it's like you're on the internet, okay, and it's eaten. I like, girl, I know that's not correct. I didn't eat all day, so I didn't want ice cream to what is she gonna say? It's gonna make me spiral.
had an ice cream cone as my first meal, then that was gonna spiral my
Okay. Like, do you see what I'm saying? She's so predictable. I didn't eat all day, so I didn't want ice cream to start to make me spiral. Oh girl, spiraling was happening with or without the cone. And we saw that happen, right? Like she spiraled anyway. Texting your mom and then texting your mom. Oh, kind of wish I got that ice cream cone earlier. Wink wink. Like, girl, it is melted. Let it go. Okay? We're talking about this cone like it was a life-altering event. Honestly, it's a core memory for her. So, period.
whole day. It's about the headspace that I go into eating a certain thing.
It's giving that clip of Demi Lovato of, and then I left the yogurt store and what did she say? Shit. I'm cursed with like knowing a bunch of references and not being able to recall them. And I had a hard time. She was like, and I had a hard time the rest of the weekend or something. I left that yogurt shop and I had a hard time the rest of the day or something or whatever. That's what it's giving.
Like, yes, I will allow myself to have an ice cream cone, but definitely not as my first meal. Twinkie keeps moving. I'm sure you guys have noticed. Like, she has gone from behind me to
oh, look at that side eye she's giving her again.
This side to everywhere. So don't mind that. Sorry. This is her world. I simply just live in it. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the 4 goals that I had this week. So the first one was only order takeout 3 times a week.
Look, Twinkie's going left and right because you're not leaving much room for her. Look at her clinging onto that fucking pillow for dear life back there. Jesus, give her some space.
Drink 2 water bottles a day, log all of my calories on Noom, even if I go over, and do intermittent fasting where I can only allow
okay, pronunciation queen. Intermittent. She usually says intermittent. Intermittent. She probably says, oh, I hate when people say kitten or mitten. Oh, that's another one I hate, y'all. Okay, anyway. Did she do it? Let's see. Worst game show ever.
To eat in an 8-hour window, and I don't get to eat for 16 hours. So as for ordering takeout 3 times a week, I ordered sushi on Thursday, and I also ordered sushi on Sunday, and that is the only 2 times that I ordered takeout. So it was 2 times this week. What? So I was successful in that goal. Drink 2 water.
Yay. Oh my God. That's how look at Twonk. Look at Twonk. Screenshot that. She's like, I know you lying. She's looking at her like, then explain the McDonald's trash. Explain the McDonald's trash. Okay, whatever. I don't why at that point, why don't you just like get the ingredients to make like poke bowls at home? That'll scratch the itch, I promise. Half the time, like when you're having a strong craving, half the time if you just have something that's like similar to it, once you're full, like those like craving sensors, they go away. and then you like survive another day. That's really what dieting is. It's just like surviving another day until you reach your goal and you can, like, it's not forever eating in a deficit. I think that's what Amberlynn forgets is that eating in a deficit. Twunk is killing me. I have to look away. That's what Amberlynn forgets is that like eating at a deficit is temporary. She gets so caught up in the long termness of it all. And she thinks that, and look, a lot of these things are lifestyle changes that she does need to change. Like, you do need to drink water, girl. And like, yeah, we probably shouldn't get takeout 3 times a day. Like, I understand we need some of these things, most of these things are lifestyle changes, but it's like, it's so temporary. She's so, and this is why, like, this is why I compared her to like a parasite. People like her that are on like 600-pound life. It's like, you just need now, 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 now. Eat, now, 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 now. And you don't have the ability to like think long. Oh, I know I said she's thinking too long term, but like you don't have the ability to make sacrifices for now to help yourself later. It's very much immature. Okay. It's like a kid crying for candy, which I'm sure she'd be like, well, it does go back to my childhood and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Got it. How are we going to move forward? Let's move forward. Number one, calorie deficits are temporary. I got off on a tangent. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Water bottles, yes, I did it. I did it every single day, and it's literally becoming such a habit for me. I do not allow myself to drink anything until I have drank those 2 water bottles.
Riveting. Hydration queen. Next.
And now it's just like literally a habit. I don't even think I need it to be a goal anymore. As for logging all my calories on Noom, no matter what, did I do that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, but you probably still ate like 4,000 calories a day. So was it really a win? I don't know. Okay, let me be a little less biased. Because when I tell you guys, oh, I'm so disappointed that last video isn't going to be posted because of the audio. But like, when I tell you guys something really changed within me last up with her true color showing and like her just being that disgusting and nasty on cam, I have just lost whatever tiny bit of respect that I had for her. She's just such a bad person. I don't know how else to put it. Like, there really isn't a whole lot of redeeming qualities in her. It's like, I believe she wants to be a better person, but that's not enough. It's just not enough, babe. So, okay, yeah, it's a good thing that you are practicing logging your food. Cool. That's like the bare minimum. All right, let's get used to logging our food. She just needs to get really familiar with my fitness pal again. Honestly, just make that a habit. I get that, but like, it's only a matter of time before we quit Noom, really. Okay, anyway.
And one of those days, oh god.
I hate when she gets all like widowy, like fedora. What did they call it? What do they call it? It's like the like mod accent or whatever. Like, I guess and I just No offense, it is giving James from Love on the Spectrum, but he can't help it. That's just who he is. Like, Amberlynn, you don't have an excuse.
I hated it, and what I hated even more was stepping on the scale the next day. It was not pretty, I'll tell you that. And did I do intermittent fasting? No, I didn't. Day 1, I realized I am forcing myself to eat when I'm not hungry.
Hold on, because I know she's about to spew some bullshit. I know Noom is having you get on the scale every day, but like, why are they having a 500+ pound woman do that? Like, my boyfriend's mom, she does Noom, and she has talked about how, this is actually all coming back to me. I totally forgot she does Noom. But she was talking to me about how they make her weigh herself every day, and it's helped her to realize how she like fluctuates over a couple pounds, but can see the graph going. She's trending downwards, but it helps her to kind of realize, oh, like I can fluctuate, right? I know Amberlynn needs to learn that, but clearly somebody over 500 pounds gets discouraged really easily. So I'm just really not sure if I mean, I know for a fact for Amberlynn, that's not a good thing. She thinks if she moves 0.1 pound anywhere in any direction, like that is like a life altering, universe like shifting, shaking fucking event, dude. Like, okay, what I have to go back like a few seconds because I don't even know what she's about to talk about.
It's not pretty, I'll tell you that. And did I do intermittent fasting? No, I didn't. Day one, I realized. And did I do intermittent fasting?
Intermittent fasting. Now, so earlier is intermittent, and now it's intermittent. Okay.
No, I didn't. Day one, I realized I am forcing myself to eat when I'm not hungry, but then I'm not allowed to eat when I am. I can't do that. Like, so that's the only goal I was unsuccessful on.
Wow. Iconic fasting fail. I can't force myself to eat when I'm not hungry, but also I can't stop eating when I am hungry. Like, girl, just say you don't want to do it. She's not willing to do anything that is difficult. Hey, newsflash, Amberlynn, and I truly mean this with love. With love, dieting's not easy. If you're looking for an easy ride, an easy transition into weight loss, an easy anything, you're never going to lose the weight. You're always going to be stuck in this cycle. Maybe instead of taking that as hate, you should take it for what it's worth, like advice, because we're stuck in these cycles and like at this point you need to try anything. And I don't know, I'm exhausted. It's not supposed to be easy, Amberlynn.
I'm not going to force myself to eat when I'm not hungry. I just am not going to. So
Nobody's asking you to do that. But if you're truly fasting, you're going to be hungry eventually. And if you're not hungry, eat when you're hungry. Hello? Damn.
I didn't do IF and I never will. All right, so now let's talk about how my week went. It actually went pretty freaking good, especially the beginning, but I'm realizing that the weekends are a lot harder for me. So I stayed below my calories 6 days out of the 7 days that I was supposed to. I genuinely don't know what happened, but Sunday I ate so much.
Okay, first of all, 6 out of 7 days in your deficit is fantastic. That is going to keep you into a deficit unless you eat like 15,000 calories that one day. You know, you're not going to, or because 3,500 calories is a pound, right? So, and she's already allotted like in the 3,000s. So she would have to eat close to like 10,000 calories to gain a couple pounds and like completely ruin her progress, right? So that's not a problem. But like, I genuinely don't know what happened. Hey, maybe because since the beginning of time, Sundays have been your last hurrah days. Believe it or not, like the body remembers these things. And maybe you were having extra cravings. Maybe that's kind of where your threshold was because your body remembers these things. Now, it's just a theory. It's like, but I mean, in your mind remembers these things subconsciously too. It could very well have been like last hurrah, the ghost of the last hurrah coming back. I'm just saying. Like, you genuinely don't. She's doing that. I said this in my last video that RIP. But she's been doing this thing recently where like her eyes widen and she gets close to the camera and makes a crazy face. Like, we're in our entertainment era for real.
I genuinely just like could not get satisfied. I could not get full. And even though I overate drastically, I still logged every single calorie.
Girl, you're not going to get full if you're just like shoving sodium bombs into your body. Like, you're chasing this fullness with processed salty foods and diet soda, which is also all sodium. Like, okay.
And when I stepped on the scale the next day, I was up 5 pounds, fully aware it's not real weight. It's a lot of water weight. It's a lot of sodium. It's a lot of fluid. I'm fully aware of that, just in the same way of like, I was losing like 2 pounds a day almost in the beginning of this week, or this last week that just happened.
Okay, from now on, every time she mentions her fluids, she owes me $1. Okay. She's gonna have to pay me for the emotional damages I take from her saying that. You owe me $1. Put $1 in the swear jar, okay? I don't want my fluids.
And that's also a lot of water weight. Like, that's just what happens. Like, your body crazy fluctuates when you start a diet.
Yeah, your body fluctuates from side to side. I see that waddle. From the front door to the couch, from the front door to the couch, from the front door to the couch. We gotta delete that Uber Eats app, girl.
Or when you overeat, like, it's just what your body does. So it was a lot of like hectacana on the scale. Like, it was so good. And then that one day of overeating as drastically as I did, and all that like sodium and water weight that I gained, I was not happy with myself. So something I noticed about Noom, since they want,
Yeah, that's just what happens. Like, I mean, I'm at a loss for words. Someone has, like, these are the repercussions. We gotta go back to preschool, cause and effect.
you to weigh yourself daily. Like, if you lose a good amount of weight, like, it literally changes the calories every single day. So I noticed every pound I would lose, it would like lower my calories by like 5 or 10, which I kind of like that. Anyways, let's get into my weigh-in.
Yeah, girl, that's how it works. And don't pretend like you like the fact that your deficit lowers. She's just a dainty girl. She just wants us to think she's so skinny. She cannot wait until she only has to eat 1,200 calories a day. She's just playing along just to play along.
So last week I was 523.8, and today I was, dun ta da, oh my god, do we have an earthquake? 518.0.
Great. So we're 1 pound down, by the way, since the beginning of this series. 1 pound down. Cool. So we're right back to square one. Awesome. But you're not getting a fucking drum roll and a clap from me about that, babe. Let's see some long-term results. Let's do it. Let's lock the fuck in. Let's get it. Okay?
And that's amazing, but I'm just over
Look at that graph. Look at this graph.
here thinking, how much more amazing would it have been if I wouldn't have overate that one day? So that means I'm down 5.8 pounds this week, pretty much 6, not gonna lie. I'm very proud of that because I'm not doing anything super drastic. It is hard though, like counting every single calorie that goes into my mouth. Like, it's annoying. I hate it. It's frustrating. But it's like, to stay within that calorie limit, I definitely need to continue.
Oh my god, I really did just blank out. It's so hard. It's so hard. Are you joking? It's so hard counting your calories. You have no other responsibilities other than turning on your camera and focusing on your health. And then obviously putting down and picking up pee pads for Twonk. Where is Twonk? Oh girl, stand up. Stand up. Where's Twonk? Oh. I wonder if she has accidentally sat on Twonk. That poor doggy.
Continue doing that. So Noom does give me like 2,600 calories to 3,400 calories. I always stayed below 2,600. So I want to make that very clear. Besides the
You don't have to. Like, you don't get extra points. You don't get extra fucking credit, okay, for it. Like, you're just making it harder on yourself.
one day I overate. I literally had 4,000 calories. Yes, I did. So it was a really good weigh-in. I know it's a lot of water.
Okay, so what? You're allotted, what was it, like 3,600 or something, or 3,400? Even if it was just 3,400 at the top, that's only 600 calories over. That's not even half a fucking pound that you would have gained. So calm the fuck down.
Weight.
God, calm down. It's just me.
I know I just need to stay on track, and I know I'm not going to be perfect. I'm probably going to have another day where I fuck up this week. This is genuinely not about perfection. And I just realized I forgot to say goals for this coming week. I totally skipped that part, didn't I? So my goals for this week is order takeout 3 times a week, just 3 times. And when I say order takeout, I mean from my Uber to deliver to my home, because that is where I have an issue. The weekends are hard for me because I don't have structure.
We're really having to crack down on these rules so we all understand. Okay.
I have started this whole YouTube routine thing where it's very hyper focused throughout the week because I want that normal schedule. I want like a routine. And on the weekends, everything is more up in the air. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know this and that. I don't have like anything planned. But that kind of goes into my next goal. I really want to have a successful weekend. What I consider successful, more successful than that Sunday that I just had.
Wow. How much more could I have lost without that one bad day? Okay. Well, if we're playing that game, if we played that game every week, you would be a Victoria's Secret model by now. For real. Like, we gotta just keep pushing, girl. Like, I appreciate the smaller goals, reflecting and trying to adjust or whatever. And like, I'm glad that you've lost 5 pounds. I'm not giving you the credit for 6 because that was weird. As a skinny person, I just feel like I can say these things, but you can't, okay? I can say like, shut up. Almost 6. Like, lose the 6 pounds. So annoying. Okay, wait. Whatever. I'm glad our girl is proud of herself. Like, whatever. Well, anyway, I'm glad that I'm getting this video out for you guys. What do we do when we're down? We get right back up. We get right back to it. Okay? Take your time and get right back up and get her done. All right? So, look, I'm really hoping that she can get her shit together. All right? So, I don't know, sound off in the comments, you guys. Sound off sound off in the comments. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.